So, what do we do in challenging times like these where we feel like we don't have any control over what's happening? And for me, um, just of recent weeks, I've had some relatives that are not well, and in particular, my mum. And, this lockdown for me, in my own mind, it couldn't have come at a worse time because mum isn't well. She's on her own. I want to be with her. Um, and so I found myself going to the thinking of, oh, this is hard. I can't do this. I can't go and see her. I haven't got the freedom to come and go. I don't want to not be with her. So I was really starting to get into that, I can't, I don't have, I don't want to. And it's in that place that I know that's where we produce struggle. So automatically, I had been knocked off course by the strength of what's happening around me and started thinking in the negative stream. There's only two streams of thought. One is negative, one is positive. And when I say negative, that's probably not an apt description. It's more like thinking about what I don't want, what I don't have, and really not accepting the now, the here and now. So when I found myself pulling myself up and saying, hang on a second, this is happening. So I know that unless I get into that state of acceptance for what is, doesn't mean I want to sit with what is and sit in it and live in it forever, but it's right here, right now. This is what's happening. And as soon as I accepted that, then I feel the struggle fall away because I've gone, okay, a bit like when I was in isolation a couple of weeks ago, that same sort of thing. That was almost a microclimate, and I had to accept this is my life right now. So then I jump into the stream of what do I have? What can I do? What do I want even in this microclimate? Not keep beating the drum of, I don't have it, I can't have it, I don't want this, because that's the struggle and that's the suffering right there. So I'd started to feel quite low and sad, sorry for myself. And a mentor of mine, thankfully, moved in and said, we're still planting seeds, even when we go through those times of down. So this is a journey, as we know. I used to not like that word, journey. We're all on a journey. And sometimes you're on the peak of the mountain and it's just great. You're celebrating, it's fabulous, you're feeling fantastic. Now, it's easy to have a great attitude when it's like that. But then other parts of the journey aren't so attractive, aren't so fun, aren't so thrilling, and they are all part of the journey. So sometimes you'll find yourself, which might be now for you, in a valley. It's dark, you don't want to be there, there's nothing thrilling about it, you don't have that joy that you're looking for. But it is still part of the journey and there's a reason for it. You can't get to where you're going without it. So wherever you're at, it's a good idea to, yes, acknowledge how you're feeling. That's very important. So I'm sad, and that's okay. But I have to remember that in my sadness, I'm still, with every thought, planting seeds. So it's important in those times to think, what am I planting as I'm moving through this valley? Because I'm still planting, and that harvest will come. And usually when you're in the valley, you are emotional. So you're actually planting quite deeply and quite solidly with your thinking. Thoughts are power and they're very powerful. So I want you to remember that you're actually wielding a very powerful tool with your thinking. So in times like this, it's easy to want to let go and just let our thoughts run rampant, and indulge in thinking that isn't actually planting things that we want. Control your thinking, not your emotion. So I'm feeling sad and that's okay. And I can express that. But at that same time, I need to still control what I think because that's the seeds that I'm planting.